Hey, well, welcome to Veda 26th of August. I spent most of the morning raking along here pine needles and pine cones and twigs. Doesn't, it actually does make a difference. It looks pretty good. And I got a whole box of intact pine cones and twigs. Twigs I'm saving for kindling. But anyway, I thought I'd show you around. It's warmer today than it has been, but it's still pretty pleasant because it's dry. But the wildflowers are doing nicely. There's the zinnia, finally blooming. Purple cosmos. There's forget-me-nots. I think I pointed those out the other day. I don't know what this little one is, but it's awfully cute too. There's some lupins in here. Yeah, so it's done pretty well. I'm very pleased actually, and I keep deadheading the cosmos, and yeah, there's pollinators coming too. That's the other thing. They may not be honeybees, but they're some kind of bees. And the alyssum out here's doing pretty well, and I think I've got there might be some. I'm not sure what these are. These might be cornflowers. That would be like Rudbeckia. This smells really good though. And the comfrey's still growing, so the deer didn't get it all. But the herbs have done well. I need to pick some of this basil and make some pesto or something, but it came back from whatever was chewing it before. So that's the purple basil, that's lemon basil. These thymes have done really well. That's regular basil. There's some hollyhock at the back there, that one, and that one that I put in from seed. And the sages are doing pretty well. The mints that I put in, the stevia is growing nicely too. So that's all that out here. And I got my bird feeders. I got a little bird bell to put up there too. So I can't wait for the other area that was cleared to get amended, because then I'm going to get some plants. And I want to plant stuff in the beds out front too. I got to get my rose for over there. I want to get this thing out of here. Maybe rosemary's in there. I'd like to have a stand of chrysanthemums. And then I have these other things over here, these other shrubs that I'd like to replace. There's a camellia, and I'd like to take it out and put in a Camellia sinensis, which is a tea. But out here is doing okay too. There's a little bird that was stuck in here again this morning. They get in underneath. But I've got, these things are doing well. I've got some ginger growing. Those were sprouting in my cupboard, so I decided to grow some. So I've got those, and my mustard are growing here. And these actually look really good. There's a little blossom on my pepper. I don't know if it's gonna set, but you like my interesting support thing here? I've just been using twigs that have fallen from the trees. Oh yeah, and you gotta check out this. I found this the other morning. How cool is that? And my these guys, which are bitter melon, are actually blooming. This one, I should bring it over to this guy here. I don't know that they're actually going to produce anything, but they're pretty vines. Next year I'm going to have all this out, so I have more room to plant and all this stuff out of here. It's done okay. It's done all right. And the tulsi's still growing nicely, and there's a pot of basil out there. So it's all doing pretty well. As you can see, we've got some leaf fall already. I like to sit in here and I can watch the birds under the tree. The birds or the squirrels, the little feeders that are in the tree there. What else to tell you? That's about it. I think I'm going to go. So I spent the morning doing that. I loaded a tank with film, but I don't. Oh, it's much cooler in here. Cool. But I think might wait till tomorrow to process it. And yeah, so that's that. I don't know, have I taken you on a tour of the house lately since it's been all done? Show you my artwork and stuff. I got this at the torpedo factory, and I thought it went very nicely with my my photograph there. And there's my broom, my besom from Appalachia. I still have to paint these walls and up there, but it's okay. But everything's looking pretty good. I did put another piece of art, a few other pieces of artwork up. That was a print from a friend of mine who, that's mine, who also did the painting in my dining room. I asked him to do one for me for my kitchen. So that's that. And I got another Baba Yaga up here by my other photographs. About 3/4 of the artwork's probably mine. A friend of mine gave me this one, so I put that one up there. And those are my photographs from, that's from the Sculpture Garden in DC, and that's from the National Gallery. And let's see, what else can I show you? Being that it's getting to the end of the Vedas, I might as well make this a decent one for those who haven't seen the tour. I still have more artwork that I need to put up in here. My son did that one for me, which I think is very cool. And my meditation room with artwork. That one's mine, and that one's mine. And my aunt did that one that I got from some guy in LA that did woodcut. Those are really old. These are like Madonnas, but they're Asian, on silk. And this one's mine. That's one of my pieces of artwork. It's a cyanotype. And you've seen my little Hakata doll. I had given this to my sensei, and when he died, I got it back. And these were from a guy at the Dia de los Muertos at the Oakland Museum. I got those last year. And my show, and let's see. You've seen the guest room. This opens up into a nice bed. These are my photographs too. That one and that one. And those two are from the Holga, my toy camera, my plastic camera. And this is a, let's see if I can get it where there isn't so much reflection. That's from Tilden Park. It's a, that's a pinhole. This is another one of my cyanotypes. That was when they were working on the bridge, the new bridge, the Oakland Bay Bridge. And this is another one of my Holgas. It's a double exposure. You really can't see them well because of the reflection. And then my room, my great antique find, and my bed that I put together, and the costumes that my grandmother made, my babcia made for my mother, the Polish costume and the gypsy costume. And these are from a friend in France who did these off of a couple of my photographs. And that's when my kids were small and some neighbor kids. That was Julian and Laurel. Just pictures of the family. Like my method for hanging my, I like that, my necklaces. It's from the Beverly Wilshire Hotel. I don't know how old that is. And this is, I have one like this in the living room too. That's my grandmother. And that's me, hello. This is one of my pinholes. Oh, there we go. See it a little bit better there. Lady with fennel. Yes, that was fennel. And let's see. Then we'll go downstairs. That was something that my brother got me when he went to Hawaii. You've seen my little nesting Baba Yaga here. She's got a crow feather and a couple of bluebird feathers, and I think that was like a maybe a woodpecker feather. All my ash. And these are all my pinhole self-portraiture that I've done over the years, which is hard to see because of the reflection. This one was one of my favorite ones. I did this one on an airplane. And then of course my office that you've seen, and some other artwork. That's a real old piece from Alexandria, from one of my favorite places to go there is the old cemetery there. But I love that statue. It's a big print that I made. Got that from my sensei, and there's another polar star. I have one like that in the living room. Here's a couple of photographs I did of the kids long time ago, and when we lived in Phoenix. I love these two. That's Julian, and that's Julian with Laurel outside. There's the kids again there. There's my Totoro. Julian did that for me, and a friend did that one for me. And that's Laurel's painting that she did in high school. And that's Laurel. And oh, I got some new lights for this Baba Yaga from Jackie, so I don't have to use batteries. And you've seen that little section. And this is another one of my cyanotype pieces that I did with a new negative, and then all of me in the center, and then all the old family around it. What did I call that one? Gestation. I called that one Gestation. And of course I showed you all my other artwork there. So this is getting long, so I better sign off because it'll take forever to upload, and my computer will probably reject it until I can get rid of other stuff. So I hope you're all having a good day. Today is a much better day for me than yesterday. I had a very, very dark day. And sometimes right now through this transitioning process, I am coming to the conclusion that about once a week I may have a day where I just lay around and cry and feel pretty lonely and all of that, and then feel much better the next day. So, all right, hope you're doing well. See you tomorrow. Bye.